will get you out of the things that you're doing. One of the things that I do, for instance, my wife and I, we've been married 36 years, and every Friday we have a date. And in that date, there's no business, there's no family, it's just us, and we just have fun. So everybody has to find a way to get rid of stress, because we live in a very, very stressful world. Especially now, young people, they're like this with their phones, and they can't get away from anything, and they're sharing things that they shouldn't be sharing to everybody else, and it's just too complicated. And stress plays a major role in destroying our immune system.
So before we return to this point, Dr. Contreras, we have a few minutes left on the program, and just to mention again that you will be holding 2 more seminars, one in Stratford and one in Manchester. The details are going to appear on the screen.
It's actually 3, I thought.
Oh, 3, right? Okay, so you can see the details there coming up, the locations and times, and the private consultations, which will be open for those who attend these seminars. So please do follow up we obviously haven't had time to cover all of the aspects that we would ideally like to, but you have the option of following up either with these seminars or with the website details that have appeared on screen during the program. Dr. Contreras, it's just been so interesting. I mean, we've covered a lot of ground during the program. We've looked at the way that cancer is actually a genetic disease and the foods that can actually help in preventing the development of this, and also for those who have cancer, foods that actually can be quite helpful in the healing process.
Yes.
We've looked at the role of exercise, and it was actually just quite staggering to hear how much integrating the 5 fruits and vegetables and 4 hours of exercise a week can actually reduce the incidence of cancer developing. And then also we've just touched on the role of our emotional well-being, and I've picked up on 2 particular conditions of chronic stress, and also if somebody is living with unforgiveness and the way that can depress the immune system. It's just really interesting getting the sense of how comprehensive the treatment is that you offer at Oasis of Hope. And I'd love to come, as we draw to the end of this program, to the spiritual aspect, because this is just such an innovative aspect of the vision of Oasis of Hope, and just how critical that relationship with God is to our well-being and to our being free of cancer. Would you be able to, in the remaining minute, touch on that aspect?
The stronghold of cancer is fear. Fear of what? Of dying. We're all going to die. I mean, everybody knows that you're going to die. The problem is that cancer gives you a date. And the fear is not of dying and not of the cancer, is where am I going to go?
Yes.
That is the fear. So if you know for sure that you're going to heaven, cancer has no stronghold over you.
Dr. Contreras, it has been wonderful just hearing about the work that Oasis of Hope does, hearing about how your treatment actually is so holistic. It covers all of these different spheres of the human person. Your details have come up on screen for people who would like to follow up and learn more about this area. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. See you again. Bye-bye.